Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the best class that I've found so far in Modern Warfare 2. With that, let's get right into the video. Alright, so here we are. This is, in my opinion, the best gun that I have used so far in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So we're going to be using the LACHMANN sub, which is otherwise known as the MP5. So in this game, it's called the LACHMANN, but for the rest of the video, we're going to be calling it the MP5. So if you hear me say MP5, that's what we mean. So with that, let's start looking at the attachments and why this gun is so good. To start off with, this gun has amazing recoil control, even without any attachments. Amazing. Love it. Fire rate, super competitive fire rate with super competitive damage, especially in the SMG category, one of the top competitors by far. There's only one SMG that I think could potentially be better than this, and I have not got playtime with it yet as I have not unlocked it. And that is Modern Warfare 2's version of the Vesper. Now, in this game, as a different name, I have not unlocked it yet, haven't got playtime with it yet. That's the only one that I think could be potentially better, but I still think this MP5 is probably going to beat it. I don't see this MP5 losing to any other SMGs, and at long ranges, I am beating people with ARs with this SMG. It is super strong, and you're probably going to see it a lot more as the beta continues on and people start to unlock it. One thing about it, it does take a little bit to unlock, and I'll show you how it works. In this game, they use a weapon platform system. So you start with this LACHMANN 7.62 battle rifle. It's basically a DMR type weapon, single fire, and you have to level up this weapon to level 13 to get the LACHMANN 5.56, which is an assault rifle. Now the LACHMANN 5.56 and the LACHMANN 7.62 are also amazing weapons. This by far is my favorite battle rifle in the game, and this is my favorite assault rifle. I think the LACHMANN series of weapons is just an amazing series. Couldn't be happier with it. Now, sadly, we don't get to try out the LACHMANN marksman rifle. We will not have that until the full game. And we do have access to the LACHMANN machine gun. They changed the name to the RAP. I haven't used it. It's probably a great gun. Probably give it a try. But the DMR, if you guys want to see a separate class build for that and or for the assault rifle, let me know down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to make one. These are two of my favorite guns besides the submachine guns. So just let me know. And they're pretty easy to unlock. Get this level 13, get this to 15, and then you have your submachine gun. Now for the actual build, we're going to start off with the rear grip. I chose the LACHMANN TCG10. Now it has increased recoil control and it has minus aiming stability. I don't have a problem with the aiming stability in this game. I think it's very easy to correct. So that's why I went recoil control, always better, especially I've been using this gun to peek long lanes all the time. And the recoil control this gun has is amazing, and it's allowing me to hit headshots and high chest shots on people all the way at ranges that should only be competitive to snipers and ARs. But I'm winning these gunfights with this gun, and so I went heavily towards recoil control. Also keep in mind your aim, how fast your aim down time sight is, because I play very aggressively, and my ADS speed has to be fast, so I can jump around a corner in ADS and shoot somebody and not be stuck waiting for my gun to be drawn up. So next, we're going with the stock. And on this one, again, recoil control, we get back that aiming stability and plus sprint speed. So we're faster running around the map. We're going to get to those head glitches or those, contested points faster. Aim walking speed. I don't really walk while I'm aiming ever in this game. I'm either running or I'm sitting and aiming at a corner. So for this, the con doesn't really affect me. It's a great stock. You could run the no stock if you want even faster movement speed and faster aim down sight time. And it's even your sprint to fire speed is faster. So if you're really super aggressive, this is probably going to be better for you. Now me, I do play very aggressive, but I prefer that recoil control because as you see, this takes a huge hit to your recoil control. You're not going to be able to peek those long lanes as I am right now. And so that's why I went with this factory stock. Now I do not run an optic on this gun. I don't. I love the iron sights on this gun. I think they are great. I just don't like the optics. If you want an optic, say you don't like them, I recommend the SZ Mini or the CRONEN Mini Red Dot. Those are the only two red dots we have. I would go with the Mini, the SZ Mini, personally. I think it's less intrusive, but both of them work. I prefer no sight. That's how I built it. Now, laser. So we don't actually have a laser for this gun. What we have is a flashlight. I'm not running it. I mean, there's no nighttime maps. Didn't really need it. So I don't have it equipped, but I mean, maybe if you have a need for it, if you want it. It says that it gives an accuracy bonus here, but I don't see how it really was going to do anything. So I just did not put it on there. Now the barrel. So there's some interesting choices here for the barrel. Like starting with the first one, you have, you know, more recoil control, damage range, bullet velocity. So you're going to be able to reach out into those lanes more effectively and kill people. But on the downsides, you know, your movement speed's decreased, aim down sight speed decreased, and your hip recoil control's decreased. This one, just the cons hit too hard for me to use it. I still like to play super aggressive, and so for me, I couldn't use this barrel. And here at the PULSAR, this one is a potential depending on how you play. So you have that movement speed increase, hip recoil control, and ADS speed increase, but you lose some damage range and some recoil control. Now, if you are super, super aggressive and you just want to run around like a madman and make sure you're always there first, you could run this barrel for sure. But I choose not to. I like to be able to look to those longer lanes and not just only choose up close gunfights. And here we kind of have a middle. So increased ADS speed, increased movement speed, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Again, for me, I didn't see the need. My ADS speed's already pretty fast, and so is my movement speed. So for me, I just chose to go with the stock barrel. I thought it worked better for me. Now the muzzles. I didn't find a muzzle that I liked. So starting with the suppressor, I don't see a need for suppressors in this game. So far, without you showing up on the mini map, without a UAV, too many negatives come with a suppressor to me than the positives you gain. And I'm moving around so much that the enemy's not really going to know where I am, even if I shoot. By the time they've heard me and go looking for me, I've already probably moved somewhere else. So for me, suppressors aren't for me. Let's take a look at the others. We have the Razor compensator, vertical recoil control, and horizontal recoil control. Now, if you really wanted to make this a more long range gun, you definitely could use something like this with the first barrel, and you could really, really compete with ARs then. I mean, I'm already competing with ARs with the setup I have now, but this would probably beat most ARs with this much recoil control and that much range. Now we have the LOCKSHOT KT85. Again, more recoil control, a little bit on the handling, and ADS speed. I didn't choose any of these because the ADS speed I feel is just at the right point where it's not too slow, but it's also just fast enough that I can comfortably, you know, take sacrifices where I have sacrificed for range and recoil control, and I have just enough aim down sight speed. So I didn't take anything that didn't have any more ADS speed. Now for underbarrel, we don't have great options, honestly. This one is a great setup right here. If you want to do that, like, the problem with this is it doesn't do much. Aiming idle stability doesn't do much. We don't really have a lot of choices, sadly, but in the full game we will. So if you want to run this, I would recommend running this shorter barrel over here. They kind of balance each other out. So this would be a great setup right here. And you'd be using all 5 modification slots. That's a great setup. I would recommend that one or the run that I'm using. Used to use the SHARKFIN. It doesn't do a lot, but helps a little bit. And as for ammunition, I'm not using hollow points. I haven't tested with them to see how worth it they are. I don't think they're worth it. Just sticking with what's working right now, I don't. So the big one, I have experimented with this quite a bit. 15 rounds, you just don't have enough ammunition. You kill one person, you have to reload. You can't kill multiple people, nothing like that. And on the opposite end, the 50-round drum mag is great because you hardly ever have to reload, but it slows you down so much that sadly I couldn't use it. So what I ended up going with is right in the middle. The 40 round drum mag, it does slow you down a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad. The 40 round drum mag allows me to have enough ammo so that I can, get 2, 3. I've gotten 4 kills. I've gotten a quad feed and 4 kills without reloading several times. I think 40 rounds kind of like the perfect balance of enough ammo, but also not being too slow. So that's going to be my build for this submachine gun. This thing is an absolute beast. I highly recommend you try it out and get it unlocked. It does take a little bit, like probably 5 games to get to the submachine gun, 2 or 3 for both of these, and you should have the gun. Amazing gun. Cannot wait for more attachments in the main game. But if you guys really want to dominate in the beta, I would highly recommend this setup. Now with it, I just have the secondary flash grenade. Flash grenades are super strong in this game. Highly recommend using them. Frag grenades also seem very strong. You could also use a drill charge. A lot of people have been using those. Super fun to use. And for our perk package, scavenger, always running out of ammo. At least I am. Double time so I can sprint longer. Quick fix later in the match so you heal faster. You're in gunfights a lot. Increased health regeneration rate, always great. And ghost, just stay off UAVs. I love this perk setup that I made here. I think it's probably the best perk setup you can do for a run and gun class. And then dead silence, it's great. I mean, in this game, footsteps are so loud, and having dead silence, 3 or 4 times a match where you can run and flank somebody and, catch a whole team off guard. It's a great way to recapture a point or a great way to get a bunch of kills in TDM. So that's going to be the best class that I have found so far in Modern Warfare 2. If I run anything over the weekend that's better than this, I'll make sure to make another video to update you guys. But I hope this helps you guys have fun in this beta. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.